Hello, in today's video I want to review a new material for me, which are these watercolor pencils. They're called Museum Aquarelle and they are by the Swiss brand Caran, the same brand that produces Neocolor, Luminance, NeoArt and other art supplies. Why did I buy these ones? I wanted to give to a friend of mine who likes watercolor an artsy present. So I decided to give her a selection of 12 Museum Aquarelle pencils. And then I thought, okay, I buy them for me as well. So I bought the same selection that I made for her. And in this video, I want to try them out with you, swatch them out, and explain to you the main characteristics that I sense in these pencils, and also how I chose this selection of 12 colors. Let's start by looking at the characteristics of these pencils. In general, they have a good light fastness, and in each pencil the light fastness is shown in the number of stars. I think 5 is the maximum. Then they are very soft, and I can show you what I mean by very soft. They're really soft and lay down very nicely. Then they are very pigmented, and to show you this, I'm just taking this color, the phthalocyanine blue, just a little swatch like this, a bit of water, and look how much pigment comes out. Okay, this is not the best paper. We will do the swatches later on a watercolor paper, but you see what I mean. Then they activate completely, so you can draw with them on a piece of paper, then activate them with water, and you don't see the drawing marks anymore. And yeah, I think for me, these are the main features of these pencils. Why would I buy them instead of Neocolor? So Neocolor too is water soluble, but it's more waxy, it's more a pastel. It's not really a watercolor in my opinion. These ones, they are marketed as a watercolor in form of pencil. So I think the Neocolor, you see it here, still have wax inside quite a lot, and I think these have less wax, and they're more like designed to be almost exclusively used as a watercolor pencil. What I find nice in these pencils is that they are very portable. So Neocolor on their own, you always need some kind of case, in my opinion, because otherwise they risk breakage. While these, you can just bring them along in as they are, or in a very basic pencil case like this. And you can go around, do your sketching out in nature, urban sketching or whatever, without having water with you, and without having a brush with you. And then you can go home and activate them with water at home. So I think a good use for this is to be used on the go, in my opinion. Otherwise, yeah, you would have just your watercolor tubes or watercolor pens and use them for watercolor. But these ones, in my opinion, yeah, they're really, this portability is a nice feature. Now let's go to the selection of colors that I made. How did I do it, and why did I choose the colors that I choose? So I chose colors that are monopigmented, so meaning that they contain only one pigment, and I tried to choose within the monopigmented colors a selection that had, you know, these double primaries, like a warm yellow, cool yellow, warm red, cool red, warm blue, cool blue, plus some other colors. And I am gonna show you now what is this selection. of 12, and then we're gonna look at the ones that I would advise you, if you're interested in getting a small set, which ones I would advise you to get within these pencils that I tried out, and yeah, why I would advise you to get those. Let's dive now into the swatches. We start with the first color, which is lemon yellow. This is some kind of primary yellow. It's cool yellow, pigment yellow 3. Golden yellow, this is a warm yellow, P yellow 83. Then we have raw sienna, cornelian, P orange 61. Then we have warmer red, light cadmium red, and anthraquinoid pink. And the pigments here are pigment red 168, and this is pigment red 188. So we're halfway. We stop for a moment. Here you see two things. So first thing is that let's try with this, with the cornelian. If you do a couple of marks like this and then activate the color, you see it, you can, I pressed quite hard now, but if you go nicely, it dissolves, the color dissolves quite completely. Look at this. And if I do it a bit less hard, but still with a bit of pressure, not too much, the marks disappear completely. So the color activates fully. And this is very nice. You see also how bright the color becomes once activated. Now I want to dilute it to show you that the marks have almost completely disappeared. You see there is a small trace still, but very, very light. And look how much color you get out of that. The second thing is that it does not only activate fully, but also very easily. So you saw just, let's try with this light cadmium red. Just a drop of water, and look, it's already activated. 1 second, very, very, very quickly. Now we continue with the second part. So here in the first part we had a cool kind of primary yellow, warmer yellow, an earthy yellow, then an orange. This is a warm red. This is a pink, and this is really nice for mixing pastel colors. Next 6 colors. Purplish red. This is some kind of primary red, so a magenta. Look. The pigment is pigment red 122. Then I have a warm blue, night blue, and this is perfect for mixing violets together with purplish red. Then we have phthalo blue. This I see it almost as a primary blue, a bit a cooler blue. Okay, and the pigments are pigment blue 60, pigment blue 15.3. Then we have ice blue, quite similar to the phthalo blue. It's a bit more muted as I see it. And this pigment is pigment blue 16. Then we have phthalo green. This is PG7. And then we have ivory black, which doesn't have bone black as a pigment, which would be pigment 9. This black 9, this has pigment black 7. You see, this is a warmer black. It's a warm black, that's why I chose it. Okay, this is the selection of the 12 colors. To start with, I would, if you just want to buy a couple of them to try them out, I would advise you to buy the primaries. As close as you get to the primaries. My selection of 3 would be 240 lemon yellow, 350 purplish red, and then either 162 or 185 phthalo blue or ice blue. 3, if you want to buy 3, let's say lemon yellow, purplish red, phthalo blue. Then if you want to add 3 more, I would advise you to have golden yellow, night blue, and anthraquinoid pink. Then if you want 3 more, rose sienna, phthalo green, and ice blue. And then maybe ivory black. And these 2, honestly, I didn't like them too much. The light cadmium red and the cornelian. These are my suggestions for you about this material. It was a lot of fun testing it. Yeah, you will see some shorts that I'm gonna do about mixing these 3 colors plus the ivory black together, comparing these to watercolor, and also comparing these to neocolor. Let me know in the comment if you find it useful, if you have questions. Stay tuned for the shorts that are gonna come about this Museum Aquarelle, and I hope to see you soon in the next video.